Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne, and once again it's time for another Welcome to the Cave. Now I've got 3 caves lined up at the moment, but because they're quite long, I've decided I'm going to break them down into weekends, so we'll have one come out each weekend. I've already got a cave from Kevin Stacey, and I have got a cave from Stewie, but today's cave is going to be Derrick Boyd. Now I've already checked all of this out. Some of the things I absolutely love in there, some of your pictures from Red Dwarf, and I do love your Vigo massive picture from Ghostbusters too. I also like all your dancing stormtroopers and stuff. I have seen that before, but a long time ago. I'm not quite sure when that came out, but it is quite a jolly little thing. But anyway, listen, check out Derrick Boyd's cave.
So we start with the dark side, or we start with the light side? Okay, so first and foremost, my daughter's certificate for her first ever event she was in, guarded closely by Batman, and her medal. Then moving down, we have Joker and Harley Quinn. Then we have Funkos of Joker, Harley Quinn, Alice in Wonderland and Batman. Then we have some Batman, we have Joker in Lego, we have Vitruvius hiding at the back, we have the Riddler, we have Joker, Robin, Batman and the Riddler's car in Lego. And there we have Joker and Nightwing. Moving over, we have some random Lego things. One of them I don't know, it was a gift. The other one comes out of a haunted castle set. There we have, I think it's a tie thing of, a TY thing of the Loch Ness Monster. My gran passed away from dementia a few years ago, and before she went into the care home, that was the last thing she bought of her own volition in a shop. She saw it and said, "Oh, he'd like that," and yeah, her carer bought it. And we have one of the vehicles from Gears of War with Dom and Coltrane and a couple of Locust. Over there we have the Game of Thrones Mega Bloks The Wall set featuring Jon Snow, the Night King on the top there, and a random White Walker. Or I think it's just a white actually, and it's not a White Walker. My daughter was taken out by her great aunt for a day to the shops. She said, "Oh, you can pick anything you like." So she picked the creepy, bear in mind my daughter's 4, she picked the creepy skeleton bird and brought it home and said, "There you go, Daddy, I bought that for you." Some Lego Bionicles. There we have Anakin's pod racer with Padme and of course Luke and Obi-Wan in the land speeder. And we have Batman's plane in Lego. We have the Stick of Truth Grand Wizard Edition featuring Eric Cartman figure. We then have Seth Rollins and Edge. We have an autographed picture of Edge with the Money in the Bank briefcase and the title. And there we have, it's a piece of ring apron from the SmackDown ring. Another Gears of War tank, this time with Marcus Phoenix in it, and another Locust. And we have down here, if I can kneel down to show you, the Star Wars Episode 1 pod racing set. Over here, we have the original set of old school Ghostbusters figures and Stay Puft, along with the Lego Ecto-1 and the Lego figures. And here we have some Battlefleet Gothic, Chaos and Imperial ships that I built and painted a few years back when I used to play Warhammer. And then of course we have Darth Vader's helmet. When this whole pandemic thing started, they said you need a mask to go into shops, so I went and bought this. But for some reason they weren't keen on letting me into Asda in it. I don't know why. Up here on the slightly smaller shelf we have Optimus Prime with a little Optimus Prime Hypnodisc and Dead Metal from the Robot Wars Minibot series. We then have Megatron, both leader class figures, along with Barricade and a smaller Megatron. Here we have my Star Wars movies. and the Takara Space Opera, which I imported from Japan. Now, what these things do is they all play different songs, and the rest of them, when they're all connected together, they march, for example. But my favourite one is... Then we have my Star Wars villains: General Grievous, Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Boba Fett, Jabba with Han Solo and Carbonite at the back, a Lego AT-AT, and Darth Vader Action Man scale. I don't even know where that came from, or like where it was bought from, or what series it was from. My gran bought it for my birthday years and years ago. And then we have the Tiger Furby edition Yoda, and his lightsaber, along with Kylo Ren. Moving up, we have the Sink the Bismarck book, along with the only model I'm working on at the moment actually is the Agora Models Bismarck. That's up to the end of stage 5, pack 5. And we also have Vader's TIE Fighter and my Federation pin. Moving up here onto the shelf, we have some strange gifts I was given. Fool's Gold, that was brought back from Egypt, I think. A little horse carved out black ivory. Yeah, I think that's meant to face the other way around. That was a Christmas present from my daughter's mother. We have obviously Tutankhamun's bust. We have a Roman helmet that was brought from the city of Rome. And there, I used to work as a prison officer years ago. And someone saw that in the Lego store and it reminded them of me, so they bought it for me. I don't know whether to be insulted or complimented, but hey ho. And moving over here, we have a couple of Funkos: Jon Snow and the Iron Throne, Harry Potter, Harley Quinn, and another Joker. We have Baymax, we have McCree from Overwatch, and we have Pikachu. And moving over into the corner, I have my retro gaming setup with the original Xbox, the Sega Mega Drive, the PlayStation 2, and the original Super Nintendo, and my NES controller Stress Ball. Moving up here, I have the first of my exotics, my royal python named Nagini, and immediately next to Nagini we have the Fortress of Helm's Deep, which is currently being invaded by the orcs. And immediately below that, oh, she's popping her head out to say hello, we have my slightly larger snake tank from my slightly larger snake, Spyro, the orange corn snake. Yeah, these are named by my daughter, not me. Further down, we have the 1960s Batmobile with Robin in it and Batman standing beside it, and the 1980s Batmobile. These were both metal kits that I was bought. And then we have the Lego Batmobile from the third Lego Batman movie, I think it was, and the 1980s Batmobile remodelled in Lego. I have my PlayStation 3, my Super Nintendo games. Down there we have my Xbox games and my Robot Wars DVDs. Speaking of Robot Wars, in the middle of the floor we have my Robot Wars Arena with my remote control Hexbug battling robots. I only have 4 of them. That's Witch Doctor and Tombstone from the American BattleBots series, and these are Robot Wars ones that came with the Arena, but they're just customizable ones. And then on the bottom we have the larger remote control BattleBots from a long time ago: Son of Waiachi, Kilohertz, Blendo. We have Do All and El Diablo. So, yep. And on the wall, I'm constantly watched by the Dwarfers. and then a little canvas made for me by my 4-year-old for Father's Day. Over here we have Sergei as Obi-Wan Kenobi. We have the vehicles from the Model Space Thunderbird 2. We have 3 unpainted Space Marines and a Lemon Russ Imperial Battle Tank that I painted several years ago. And we have the Rado plane and the launchers from the Bismarck, as well as the Black Pig. This is where I build my models. You can see all my tools and everything there. I have the tripod set up because it was my father that taught me how to build models. So I document my Bismarck build for him. We have where I store all my spares and tools. That is a surprisingly comfy wee chair, by the way. And over here we have my daughter's pet dragon. He's actually a not bearded dragon, a crested gecko. Now you might just be able to see him. I'll see if I can shade it enough. Yeah, there he is. You can just see his tail there. And then up there in his head's. Yep, there he is. You can see his eye peeking out like a little velociraptor. His name is Alduin, named after the bad guy from Skyrim. That's where I do my real work. Here we have some old World War II style models I've done. A German U-boat and a sinking British cruiser, and that's from the Sink the Bismarck set. It's the only one I've actually built out that set. And up there we have little Lego Black Pearl, the Pirates of the Caribbean box set. And we have just a little Lego pirate. Used to have a lot of Lego when I was young, but I've got rid of most of it. And up there we have the Ecto 1 nameplate. Beware of creepers, because creepers always seem to come into my office and mess it up. And caution, angry gamer, which is very much me. On the wall I have another creepy painting. Here's Vigo. Yeah, the Vigo painting from Ghostbusters 2. I have a pistol that was made, a kind of Napoleonic / Pirates of the Caribbean pistol that my grandfather made. I have the Game of Thrones books. I have Game of Thrones Monopoly. A couple of rings that were brought back from a market abroad for me. That one's just a gremlin, but that one has Yoda's head on it. Obviously I don't wear these rings, not these days, but... And yeah, another little teddy that was bought by my daughter. Over here, we have Prime Minister Boris Johnson. My Game of Thrones DVDs, my little misting spray for the lizards. Up here we have the Ninja Megazord and the original Megazord from Power Rangers. I also have a Davy Jones Locket music box. You'll have to take my word for it. I can't make it play one-handed because it just skitters about all over the place. I have the original series DVDs of Power Rangers and the original Power Rangers figures, all of them. These are, I used to play with these with my brother when I was a young child. I think it was mid-90s the original series came out. And that's all that remains of the Command Center set is Alpha 5. Next shelf down, I have the villains from the same set. Eye Guy, Pudgy Peg, I can't remember the rest of their names. And moving from Power Rangers onto Glasgow Rangers, we have Broxy Bear, Fernando Rickson and Dado Perso's DVD, The Story of 9 in a Row, and here we have Fernando Rickson and Paul Gascoigne. Immediately below we have Gaza Bear, who was one on Scarborough Seafront. He's called Gaza because he's got an England strip with number 8 on the back of it, and Gaza's my favourite player. And we have Nemesis from Alton Towers, and my Joker Converse. And I do believe that is my entire collection, so yeah, it's not a bad little office. Not as nice as some of your collections, but I'm quite proud of it, and I quite enjoy the curios that I have. Oh yeah, and I mentioned previously, I am a Death Eater. So yeah, hope you enjoyed your little tour of my fortress of solitude, my sanatorium. Thanks everyone.
Now, if you want to submit your cave yourself, all you have to do is upload the file, preferably in landscape mode. As a matter of fact, please do it in landscape mode because it takes a lot of editing if it's in portrait mode. And then just upload it to wetransfer.com. Now it'll ask you where you want to send it, and just put my email address in, wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk, and you can feature on this channel, and it will normally be up on the weekends for you, no problems at all. Now, one other thing before I go, I just want to thank you and the community for getting us to 40,000 subscribers. That happened last night. Completely blown away, completely shocked that we managed to do it so quickly. Getting from 30 to 40 went like a blink, but I really do appreciate it, and it does make the community hell of a lot stronger because we're all pulling together there. But listen, if you haven't subscribed, please remember to click that subscribe button and also the bell next to it. You'll be notified when a video comes up. But other than that, if you like that video, please remember to give me a like, and I really do hope you enjoy this series. Other than that, take care.